episode of Messy Kitchen, where father and son get really messy in the kitchen. Today, we are cooking a prawn and pork dim sim with 250 grams chopped raw prawns, 250 grams of pork mince, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, teaspoons of fish sauce.
We wouldn't want tablespoons of that. 1
egg to brine, fresh chopped coriander, finely chopped spring onion, some ginger which has been crushed, and some dumpling pastry sheets.
Yep, and also, normally as always, some salt, and if you desire, a little bit of pepper as well, eh?
I just have one thing to say.
What's that?
If you are ever cooking, and you have to
use a sharp knife.
Use a sharp knife. Yeah. You must ask your parents to do it.
Why's that?
Because Mum can't cook.
And it's also a bit safer, isn't it, for kids?
Yeah. Now that we've introduced all of the ingredients, yeah. we're about to chuck them into a big bowl. It's an easy recipe because once you've all done this, you just have to put your hands in.
Yep.
And squeeze.
Well, what we'll do first is get all the ingredients in there.
What did you just do?
Get that in there, mate. That's it. Yeah, more in there. Not waste not.
We put all the ingredients in the bowl. Now it's the really gross part.
No, that's the really good part. Let's get our hands in there, come on.
Come on, Daddy. We've mixed all of... Dad, isn't this a bit runny?
You know what? I think it is. Maybe used a little bit too much liquid in there. I reckon maybe use a little bit of corn flour. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Rice flour or something. Yeah. Get it everywhere. Nice and messy. Let's mix that in. See how we go. How much was in that, do you think?
I'd say half a container.
Half a container.
A small container.
Maybe about 2 tablespoons, maybe even 3.
Yeah, maybe.
Still a bit runny, isn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon that'll be fine.
Should we put in some more?
Nah, I reckon that'll be alright. It's going to go in the dumpling wrappers.
We've mixed all the ingredients with our bare hands. We must now put about a teaspoon of the mixture into our pastries.
Use my fingers there.
Thank you.
No problem.
Then we dab our fingers in some water we dab 2 fingers and we rub it around the edge.
Is that to seal it?
Yes, it is to seal it.
Okay. It's pretty fiddly, isn't it?
Mhm.
Right. And then what do? We have to
fold it.
Fold it
in half.
So we end up with a nice package and make sure it's sealed, don't we?
Yep. That's
all. Oh no, it's a little bit coming out. That's all right. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect, Micah. There, okay, you ready?
And here we have one of our dumplings. Here's one we have prepared earlier.
So we put them in the steamer?
We put them in our Asian type steamer. Just a word of advice from my lovely dad.
Thank you, son. Yeah, you'll probably find it a lot easier if you prepare a whole heap at once rather than doing one at a time. It's going to save you a lot of time and you'll feel a little bit more organised as well.
My dad has put on all the dumplings in the Asian type steamer.
You're now going to...
And we have to cook it for 15 minutes?
Yeah, about 15 minutes, yeah. So we put a little bit of water in the wok. We've heated the wok up, put on our dumplings. As you see, it's starting to steam now, which is fantastic. About 15 minutes so the pork and the prawn cook through.
Now that the dim sums are almost complete, I have one thing to add. When you are cooking, make sure that you get your dad to top up the water because the water in the dim sums can evaporate. Yep,
that's right. And why do they evaporate?
Because of the steam.
That's right. The steam does what to the prawns and the pork?
It starts to heat them up.
It cooks them, doesn't it?
It cooks them.
Yeah. So we need to make sure we topped it up. We had to top it up twice during the process.
Yes,
do you think they're about ready, son?
Give it, yeah.
Yeah? Well, let's take them off. Or I'll take them off. Very careful, because it's very hot. Here you go, Mike.
Will you please do the unveiling?
Of course. La la. And what do they taste fantastic with?
They taste fantastic with
Maybe a little bit of soy sauce. As
barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, hoisin. How about maybe some chili sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a go. Sweet and sour. Yeah. Well, let's get stuck in, eh?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
As you can see, I'm just about to eat one, and these are and as we've cooked too much, we're going to store them in the freezer. You can cook them for birthdays such as mine, anniversaries, weddings,
Anything, couldn't you?
anything, and
Have a taste. What's it taste like?
it's going to taste really good.
Yummo, huh?
I'll give it 10 mm-ms out of 10.
Yeah. And they're pretty healthy too, aren't they? But you can also fry them, can't you?
Yes.
If you wanted to, but that's not as healthy.
No.
No. So does that conclude?
And that concludes our episode of Messy Kitchen. We hope you enjoyed this episode.